Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Karen.
morning.
Vanessa. Back. How was your trip?
Great.
Thanks. Great. Oh, Cornelia, you're in a different location.
I'm visiting my folks.
Oh,
I'm in
nice.
the basement with a lot of crap.
How are they? Are they okay?
Yeah, no, my parents are good. Yeah, my dad is 90. My mom's
Well, I know you had a birthday party for him, and I know they're good.
yeah, all good.
That's good. Hi, Meg. How you feeling? Is your butt sore? I think Meg did like 500 hip ups on Saturday morning when she was here, so not sure it's that many, but it seemed like a lot. Happy Monday. Gary, Kevin, this is Eliza. Hi. She's blessing us early this morning. She's here at 9. All right, crew, let's get this started. Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have any questions, need any mods. All right, guys. All right, let's start on our back this morning, guys. Let's go on our back. All right, on our back, guys. What are we gonna have you guys do first? We're gonna do some shin switches. So I'm gonna take my feet wide. I'm gonna relax my upper body, and I'm gonna rotate through my middle back, low back, and legs. Okay, and we're just gonna rock side to side. We're gonna go 30 seconds. What I think about is pushing my top leg, that top shin down to the floor. Then I rotate. You can hold it there for a couple seconds if you want to. Gotta relax the upper body and breathe. Good.
I think they do.
Okay. All right, guys, take it to the last rotation. Then we're gonna take your heels to your butt. Okay, we're gonna go heel to butt. We're gonna do a hip up with a overhead reach this morning. So as I push my hips away from the floor, I'm gonna reach overhead and give myself a nice exhale. Maybe inhale on the down, exhale, squeeze the glutes, push and reach. 30 seconds. Keep going, guys. Nice little breath. If you want to feel a little core, pull that belly button in as you reach overhead and squeeze your butt. Almost there. All right, guys, go ahead. Take it to the last one. And we're gonna go on to our side this morning. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the side lying position. My knees are up in line with my hips. I'm gonna take my hands together. I'm gonna slide forward, keep that arm open, straight, and we're gonna reach. Okay, I'm gonna follow that hand with my eyeballs. Then we're gonna bring it back. 30 seconds each side, big open. If you guys put out there, hold it maybe a couple seconds, and pull it back. Try not to hold your breath as you rotate and reach. Good, you guys, take it to that last one. Then let's roll on over the other side. Okay, pull those knees up in line with your hips. Arms forward, right, we're gonna open Hopefully you guys get a nice, maybe pec stretch, bicep. Get some motion in the middle of the back. Nice exhale. All right, guys, you can take it through your last one. And rest. We're gonna go to a quadruped position. And we're gonna do a single leg rocking ankle mob. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm gonna put myself into a push-up position. I'm gonna take my right foot and rest it on my left ankle. And then I'm going to kind of do like a short down dog. I'm just gonna push my hips up to the ceiling, ankle, heel to the floor, and then back to that push-up position. Okay, so we're gonna go 20 seconds on each side. Okay, so push-up position, take one foot, rest it on the other, and then rock. Up. Thinking about pushing that heel, ankle down into the floor. A nice little calf stretch maybe. Some mobilization of that ankle joint. Good, guys, switch sides, switch to the other side. Take that foot, rest it on the ankle, and rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Good, you guys. You can go ahead and rest. We're gonna bring it on up to our feet. Okay, we're gonna do some standing knee circles, hip circles, forward and backwards. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have you guys you're gonna go reps on this one, not time. Then after we do this, we'll go into our self-love. Okay, so if you guys want, you can use your bar. Okay, you don't have to. Actually, we're gonna switch. Hold on. One catch. Switch up. You've done this a lot. Grab me a tennis ball or an imaginary tennis ball. Okay. Wait, you guys look a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take my tennis ball. I did not do this on the mat. I tried to bounce it well. Okay, so we're gonna stand on one leg. Okay, I want you guys soft knee. Okay, so not straight leg. Okay, always think soft joint in the knee. We're gonna toss it down and we're gonna toss it up. Down and up. Okay, so you guys are gonna give me 5 to 10. 5 to 10 on each hand. Then you'll switch legs. Soft knee, guys, make it a little challenging. Make that foot ankle work, make your balance challenged as you're doing this. So some of you might have to get lower to the ground. You can bend your knee more, get into your butt.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, that's why I was like, you know what, we're just switch this up. You know, it's been a while since we've done our tennis ball stuff, guys.
The down is so easy and the up is hard.
So personally, for me, it was hard. I think we got creatures who like to look down.
Yeah, I mean,
Looking up and kind of at the same time, plus staying on one foot is just much harder
right.
for the nervous system and the.
Yeah.
So, cause I could go speed, I could speed this way, but then I go up and it totally changes my right. 5 to 10, guys. Then when you finish, okay, we're gonna go into self-love. We got hamstrings, glutes, side delt raises. We'll do all those things after our self-love. If you guys feel like there's something still tight or cold, we can add stuff into your self-love. So if maybe lower back or the back of your body is feeling kind of tight today, hamstrings, you guys can absolutely start in that ground position, those spinal waves first. Work on kind of loosening that up if you feel kind of tight, your hips or anything. Then you can take it to your toe touch. If shoulders feel kind of tight, maybe start with your upper body. This is your self-love time, guys. Make it yours. Do what feels good. Just don't forget to breathe. If you're not quite there to your toes, maybe give yourself 3 to 5 toe touches or deep squats if your hips are tight. Right? Maybe do a couple squats first. Then you can hold it down there in that position. Good thing going the left side.
Yes. Right in here, you know. Yeah, he worked on it on Monday, and that helped, that's what we've been on and on here. Yeah. Yeah. Like Carolyn tried on Wednesday, and she released something. But it's still there, you know, actually.
When did you heard it?
Not for a while, she's hard to get in, and, but, yeah. I mean, it's maybe a month, you know, or 3 weeks or something.
You got it, guys. 8 on your overhead reaches or your shoulder mounts. Big reach. Get arms moving. 8 reps, spinal waves. Give you about 60 more seconds, guys. Go 1 minute. Meg, those are good. You're doing a good job at not rotating too much on the out. Looks nice and isolated. Guys, once you finish your self-love, got about 20 seconds. We're gonna grab, if you have one, a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, not a huge deal, guys. I can show you what we'll do without the foam roller. You guys. Gary, do you want a longer one?
I'm here.
Then you can go row. For sure. Sometimes I like to go a little further. So they're all gonna be there. So with our foam roller and or without our foam roller, okay, we could do this one of two ways. Then you guys, we're gonna do a foot elevated hip up. You do not have to do that on your foam roller. I'll show you, I'm gonna actually show you on a stepper. Okay, so we're gonna do a little hamstring and a little glute pump. So there are two movements. First, you guys will take your foam roller at your ankles. I'm gonna lay back, relax. And what I want you guys to think about here is not a hip up, okay? So it's a hip hover. I'm just gonna keep my hips really close to the ground and hover, right? Not hip up. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the hips there and I'm gonna bend the knees and pull the heel roller to my butt. Okay, if you guys don't have a roller, what you could do is hamstring walks. Or Cornelia, furniture movers work really well, but I don't know if you have any furniture movers either. You guys can do this instead. You can take your hip up position, walk your heels out, and walk your heels back in. Okay, so you can get those hammies without walk or your roller. 15 to 25 or to a burn. Once you guys finish that, you can either keep your feet on the foot roller. It is going to be harder. And then do your foot elevated hip ups. Okay, you might feel a lot more hamstring that way. Or most of you guys have a bench and a box. You can just take your heels to that bench or box and do your hip ups with a little more stability. 15 to 25. You guys can keep it on the roller. It's going to be a little harder stability wise. Or you guys can take your feet to a box or a bench or anything just to kind of lift those feet up off the floor a little bit into your glutes. Guys, don't go too high in your lower back. Okay, just think glutes. We try to push the hips up too high to the ceiling. Sometimes we can go into that lumbar spine. We have a side delt raise with these. I am going to let you decide whether you want to do your hamstring, your second set while you're down there. So you guys can do your second hamstring curl and your second foot elevated hip up. Okay, or you guys can do your lower body rest. Okay, and you'll do your side delt raises. Slow. 15 reps. So 2 rounds through, 2 hamstring curls, 2 foot elevated hip ups.
Where my hamstrings are weak. I can't even do those.
Well, the hip up really like.
No, the hip ups were easy. It's the hamstring thing.
Well, like, yeah. Very different. Like 4.25.
Okay, yeah. I'll try these first. And see if they're.
You just got it though.
Yeah.
I won't go too heavy. You guys, we got 15 little burn. Slow is relative. Just think control. Guys, control on the down, control on the up, right? Don't flap those arms like we're gonna fly. Control with the delt. You got it. Right to the shoulders or just a little lower. Just enough to feel those muscles in your arms. Once you guys finish, one more. And one more. Hamstring curls. Remember to hover. Don't hip up. Right? You can also take your hands on that small of your back if you want to, or your butt, right? Help that hover and roll. Try to control it. I go from my ankle kind of to my heel and right back out. Thinking about pumping, guys, pumping that hamstring muscle like you would pump air to tire. If you feel crampy, you're gonna cramp those hamstrings, then I would rest and then go to your hip ups. Good job, guys. Hamstring curls are hard. We like to do these hamstring curls when we are fresh, like daisies, in the beginning of our workout. As you guys can probably feel, they are hard, they're very isolated, can be very difficult to do later in the workout when you are under fatigue. Vanessa, good. One more, side delt. Then we're gonna go to some core. And a little more shoulder.
We're off to the seven at some point.
So this is where we have the 15.
Okay.
You want to,
And then if you, that's your just pop these.
Cool. Thank you.
Push that little red thing and pop that. Once you guys finish those side delt raises, drop those weights, shake it out, grab a drink. And you go just right here if you need to. Don't have to go any higher, so long as you can put a little. So we're gonna do one set of this stuff, you guys, today, then we'll get our first work set started. We are gonna do a core movement, and then we're just gonna do a little bit of bicep and shoulder, right, to go with those delts. So the first thing you guys are gonna do, I'm gonna demonstrate two variations on this. One is gonna be the easiest, the second is going to be the most difficult. Or difficult. You guys choose between one. You want to try some of the harder variation, you absolutely can. 3 to 5 reps. Okay, so 3 to 5 reps on both sides. So we're gonna start in a beast position. So quadruped position with your knees up off the floor. Okay, just a little tiny bit so I can slide a piece of paper. I am going to under switch. That just means I'm gonna rotate the under and tap. So you guys can either beast to that hip, tap, and back, and back. If you guys want the harder variation, you're gonna take it all the way around to your crowd. I'm gonna under the legs, rotate to my crowd position. If you want, you could add a hip up. Okay, so either one, 3 to 5, beast under switch tap. Tapping my butt. Okay, or 3 to 5, all the way around. At your own speed. One set. 3 to 5. Left and right. Make sure you guys go both sides. And I want you guys to try and practice slowing yourself down as you rotate in that transition. Slow and steady. There you go, you guys. Great job, 3 to 5. Oh, yeah, this way. Yes, there you go, yep. Yes, there you guys are like flowing back there. Look good. All right, guys. Shake out the wrists if you need to there. Okay. We're gonna do one more movement. Either with 2 dumbbells or 1. I know you guys have for selection. Okay, this is 10 reps. Okay, moderate to slow speed. You're gonna curl. And you're gonna pull your elbows out to the side and press. Okay, so it's a curl to Arnold press. Curl, rotate, push, down, in, lower. 10 reps. I'll keep it doing it with you guys. Out, push, down, in, lower, curl, out, press, release. You guys got it. And lower. You can do this at 1 at a time. It'll take a little bit longer, depending on what you have for weight selection. Beautiful, you guys, beautiful. 1 set of each, then you guys get a drink. Just take a breather if you want to. Let me know if there's any pain. If you guys need to, you can switch your hand position as you come down. You can palms in on that curl. You can palm out on that curl. Or palms down on that curl. You can mix it up. And you guys can rest, take a breather. I'm gonna go over the first movement, first set. All right, so on our first set, guys, as you guys are resting, we're going to do an upper body movement first. So we'll do our bent over, over grip, under grip row, then to our deadlift. Then we'll get 2 other movements. So I'm gonna go over the first 2, have you guys start, and then we'll go over the last 2. So if you guys want to, you can always use support in a bent over position. Some of you that might feel better on your lower back, right? Giving your core support, your lower back support. You also don't have to, okay? So you guys can play around with that. Over grip to under grip is our hand position. Over grip, okay? My palm is facing in. So I'm gonna row to under grip. You guys want, you can do this a couple different ways. You could do your over grip first, rotate, or you can do 1, rotate and pull. Okay, it's not a twisting row. Okay, you're gonna over grip, row, to under grip. You guys need to, you can take a hand support. Okay. That's our first one. The second one is your deadlift. Okay, so there are many variations here. Kettlebell deadlift, but hips go back. That weight travels straight up. Hips hinge all the way down and back up. Okay, you guys can also use a dumbbell instead of a kettlebell. Okay, same thing, grab and stand. Okay, if you guys want to mix this up, you have to. It was like some heaviness in a row. If you guys have been doing deadlifts and you want to switch this up, you could do a single leg deadlift. There are layers. Yeah, come on, wait. Okay, so if you guys want to mix that up, you can do a single leg deadlift instead. Okay, if weight maybe is an issue today or at home, single leg, bend hips, knee, and push. Okay, you guys can also do this with weight. So we're gonna go your over grip, under grip, row, and your deadlift. 8 to 12 of your rows. Rotate that arm, guys, right? It's not a twisting row. You're gonna do one of each. All right, guys, we're using our back here on these rows. So as you pull your elbow back, take your shoulder with you a little bit. Okay, shoulder goes back too. It's not a bicep curl, right? Think back muscles. Pull elbow to hips. Rotate that palm, elbow to hips. Here, give me a little more elbow back to heaven. Yes. Here you go. So if you guys not, play around with this movement. If you want to do over grip rows, then do your under grip, go for it. If you like that rotation, you could do it that way. If you're not sure, maybe do a few of your under grip, then a few of your over grip. If you're not sure, try some of each. See how it feels. Okay, on our deadlift, the focus emphasis is on our back of our body. Meg, you got it. Keep those hands nice and close. So regardless of what you guys are using for weight, you're always gonna think hip in. So let me have you go that way. Kettlebells in the gym. That first row. So like the pink kettlebells. 8 to 15 on your deadlifts. These are the same weight. Exactly the same weight. Okay, so you probably wouldn't want to deadlift with a little one because you're going to have to go much lower to the floor. So we'll always, usually when we deadlift, we'll always go with a bigger, larger kettlebell. That's the same weight that you have, just a different height. Okay, so that just allows us to not really arch or reach with our back. So the thing, butt back, bell is close, weight is close, straight up, back down. You guys should feel butt, hamstrings. Once you guys finish your deadlifts, we're gonna go to a front plank. Okay, there are 4 movements after you finish your deadlifts. That's good. You guys are gonna choose. You can do a regular front plank 20 seconds. You can count 20. You can do a single leg if that is easy. Then a single arm, single leg if that is easy. Okay, 20 seconds or your 20 count. In your plank position, guys, think about 4, pull the belly to spine, maybe a little bit of a butt squeeze, up that pelvis. Our last movement. Okay, guys, is a fast moving floor press. 2 dumbbells, 2 kettlebells, a band. I am gonna roll back. I'm gonna use some kettlebells. If you use kettlebells, make sure your wrists stay straight. Always. On our piston press, we're gonna start in an up position. So we start in an up position. One weight is gonna stay in the air. The other one is gonna move. So I'm gonna bring this down as I press and start to press back up. I'm gonna bring the other one down. We're gonna move together. Piston press. You can do this with a band too. You guys only have one weight that's heavy enough to press. You'll keep one hand up in the air and you're gonna press 1 and the other. Come on, yeah. Do it 4 to 5. How about try, we don't know how to. Maybe we start those things.
I just heard that, I'm sorry.
Okay?
And how do I make it to the 18 here? Yeah.
They really say that.
Yeah. That is a good thing, so they don't need to in the face.
That's right, it'll fall. Have you got it? If you need to, you can take your elbows away from your body a little bit more. Yep, out to the side. 8. That's as many as possible. So that's good, Kevin, as many as possible. Once you guys finish your piston press, we're going back to your rows. We got that over grip to under grip. You guys can support yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go with the kettlebell this time. So I'm gonna pull, I'm gonna rotate and pull. Elbow, think about pulling elbow back as if you're gonna start a weed whacker or a lawnmower. Something, right? We're gonna pull back with those back muscles. Okay, that's much, okay.
It's okay, a little awkward, but
Yeah, like it just kind of changes the.
yeah, I remember last. So.
Number 30, number 30.
Yeah.
After those undergrip, overgrip rows, we got our deadlifts. Back to those deadlifts. Cornelia, that looks good. Good single leg deadlifts.
Yeah.
Or you could use, the weight program if you want to try and do that. Feel those glutes, you guys. Hamstrings maybe a little bit on your deadlifts. Then you're gonna go back to that front plank and hit your core. Good rest, guys. And pull that weight up, exhale, inhale somewhere. $20 or your count, 20. And you got this is from. That's back to the camera.
When you have me for the partners, I don't know what that.
Yeah, good. You got that last one, piston press, guys. Weight stays up. Okay, you got it. You're starting that up position. One comes down. Then you can get them moving together. As many as you can do. Use that lower body. Help you push. Squeeze your butt. Push through your feet. Push your feet into the floor. Favorite method.
Yeah.
There you go. You have whatever it is. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't. As the giant time coming from over. You're not, but your fire is really good.
And we want a little bit of art, I think, I don't know, for now, it's fine. Yep. Sometimes it can be tricky understanding if you're feeling stressed.
Or I have a tendency to kind of like. So hard to.
Yeah. One thing I'll say is, I have the same thing, so to help me, not like extend that lumbar spine as much, I have to, think about my abdominals. So when I think about it, kind of pulling in
Yeah.
and zipping up, as I do my that. Yeah, will help. Forward.
Right. Yeah. This is kind of this and weights. I feel like I'm going down in front of
One thing. You mean you bring the million, right? Tricep, that's not my really have. What I would say is kind of think about your shoulders. So what I think about is taking my hands here and I'm gonna pull back. And I get to a certain point and then I think about just kind of letting my shoulders come back. So that's a practice. You're probably gonna feel some of your back, especially on the overgrip under. So you can just try to some here.
Yeah, not like I was.
And what sometimes people have to do is go pull and like go. Try to, if you think about a lemon or a lime in your arm. And as you pull, you're gonna kind of more different squeeze the juice out. That's it. That helps. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of like squeeze a little juice out of it. And we can get your lat and then that one's sort of like the word. Good question. Vanessa, you got Curls. Bicep curls are 12 reps. Okay, so if you gotta make them harder, just take it slower on the up and the down. Right after you finish your curls, you're gonna go right to the bent over position and bent over row. You're gonna just kind of hit biceps. I'm starting second set. That's where Vanessa is starting. So if you guys are almost there, don't rush. I will go over it again. After you hit those, you're gonna go to, yep, you got it. Bent over 25. You could also do those with a band if you want to. Okay, so 12 bicep curls, controlled, take it, and one more back. Side plank flexions. So after curls and bent over rows, you guys have, okay, split squats. Regular split squats. For those of you who've been doing these for a while, the second variation that you guys can do is what we call knees over toes. Narrower, and you're gonna drive that knee over toes, heel might come up a little bit. Okay, so you guys can focus on that traditional split squat. Up, down. Okay, if you guys want to make this a little harder, just slide that foot in. And you're gonna focus that motion over the ankle, over the toes. So, let me start with our bicep curls and rows first, okay? So, you guys, on our first set of set 2, you guys are gonna take 2 dumbbells, bust out 12 curls. You can also do this with a band. So 12 bicep curls. Then you'll take your weights. You're gonna bend over and row. Very similar to our over grip, under grip, except you're gonna go all over grip, back muscles. And pull back, maybe a little squeeze. 12 curls, 25 rows. Then our split squats. Then our side flexion, side plank position. You guys pick your lever, long, modified, or short. And we're gonna side flexion, side plank crunch. You guys can take a long 10 on each side. You can take it modified, top leg lifted. Okay, in this position, I want you guys to think about pulling shoulder down away from your ears. Straight line, squeeze your butt, and lift. Split squats, you guys have 15 to 20. Okay, if your knees feel good, try those knees over toes. Right, we're going to emphasize more of this position, right, and pushing up. If you feel any pain, we're going to take it to that traditional split squat. No knees over toes. Knees straight down. Use your bar if you need to. Okay. This one is your side flexion. So side flexion, yep. Kind of think about that side crunch. Okay, so pick your lever, then you're gonna do like a little hip dip and push. And thinking about kind of that side crunch, right? As you push up, gotta get a little burn. Good morning, done. And on that side plank. 12 on your curls, 25 rows. 15 to 20 on your split squat or your knees over toes. Play around. Another thing to consider with a split squat, if you can live someplace in the middle of the two, right? Maybe we don't want to go to that max deep end if you haven't been doing it. You can play around somewhere right in between. Play around with that knee drifting over your toes. If there's pain, maybe don't do that.
Go right ahead.
You got 12 rows. And then up to 25, bend over, tighten that core up. If you feel anything in your lower back. Almost done. Okay, we got it.
No. Funny, the 11th one is the one that's quicker than 20.
Yeah, I mean, you're good, that was good movement, and that's side.
Feels like, oh my God, it hurts.
Oh my gosh, it's like your shoulder that day.
I know.
Guys, we're almost there. On this last round, 2 to 3, up to you, we're only in week 2, okay, so. Depending on how you're feeling. That's good. Okay, Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the music right now.
I think when you're sort of. I warm up and that long.
He's throwing stuff in there.
Still helps out with the speed. You got it, guys, almost there.
Wait a second.
Sorry, I missed it.
Are the girls gonna be able to hold on, or are they better?
Guys, this split squats look so good, those knees traveling over
The injury.
the toes, as long as that feels good, I love it.
Oh, they feel it all. There we go. Let's see what it does.
Yeah.
Feel it all.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I didn't watch that.
And then. I close and pull straight out, thinking about you.
That's.
Oh, Vanessa's doing it, Vanessa, you got it.
Yeah.
Little butt squeeze if you need it. Cornelia, you feel okay? Good job.
My improvise, it worked, yeah.
It's great. How do the knees over toes feel?
Good, actually, they were fine, like my knees are doing good.
Between that and your, the single leg,
Yeah,
they look good. Back feels okay?
back feels good, yeah.
Yep.
Need just to stretch it out, yeah, everything. I did a lot of walking this weekend, so that's good too.
Good, great,
Yeah.
great.
So thanks, hopefully I'll see you Wednesday, we'll see.
Okay, you have a good rest of the day. Good job getting it done.
Thanks.
Vanessa, you got it. Breathe, breathe, breathe as you take it out.
Crazy.
Yeah, just like, it's done.
Yeah. Yeah, funny.
They look different, yeah, it's cut. There's so many, thing is, I love how those big pressing or always, they're kind of like required some of the little sequence. Yeah. Very, yeah. So it's just like. a little more- I like that. Vanessa. You okay?
Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome.
Feels good. I can't get myself centered on the screen. There we go.
That's okay. It's okay.
Thank you. See you
You're
next time.
welcome. I'll see you next time. Nice to see you back. Missed you.